Hello, this video is for my GoFundMe.com website. I'd just like to talk in the video about why I'm taking donations for my top surgery. I've received some criticism from other trans men who live in my city or my province, Manitoba, because I want to go out of province for top surgery when I technically could get it covered by insurance if I stayed here. The problem is the legislation in Manitoba says that you can get top surgery covered by insurance only if you get the top surgery conducted inside the province of Manitoba. Now, that would be great if we actually had any specialized top surgeons who had experience with trans people, but right now we really don't. We have a couple of surgeons at a clinic called the Maple Surgery Center, where I have had a couple of consults with some of the different surgeons, and I had a really negative experience at Maple's. The surgeon that I met with twice, because I met briefly with one of the surgeons. I had like a sort of pseudo consult, and then I had two actual consults with one of the other surgeons. My experience with him was overwhelmingly negative. He wasn't willing to listen to any of my concerns as the patient at all. He used a lot of language that I felt was transphobic, such as, oh, if you get this kind of procedure, everybody will be able to tell that you used to be a woman, and like wording like that. Which was really off-putting for me. He wanted to do an experimental type of surgery on my chest that he, at the time, hadn't conducted on any other trans men or anyone. This surgery that he wanted to do would be multiple procedures. He said like a minimum of 3. In between each procedure, I'd have to be in a surgical binder and on bed rest for 6 weeks or more. So I really wasn't too gung-ho about that. About a year ago, I started consulting with surgeons outside the province. I had one phone consultation with Dr. Hugh McLean in Mississauga, Ontario, and I did like him. I also actually traveled to Vancouver, BC, and had a consultation with Dr. Cameron Bowman there, who I've since decided is the top surgeon that I most want to go to. Now the problem is, Dr. Bowman quoted me $9,000 for the cost of surgery. Since then, I've had a couple of financial troubles. I was unemployed for a little while, immediately following my trip to Vancouver, actually. And in general, things have been up and down. I do now have a steady job, but I also have to pay my mom $400 in rent. She is selling our house soon, and I'll be getting an apartment, which means my rent will go up again, because a $400 apartment is pretty much unheard of. My rent will probably increase to about, I'd say, $600. Now, I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be, but I currently make about $1,000 a month. So if you take away, say, I move into an apartment, say 6 months from now, and my rent is $600, that leaves me $400 a month for groceries and bills. And with my testosterone and other medications, sometimes I do wind up racking up quite a bit in other bills. So putting away my own money for top surgery is difficult. It is something that I've been doing. I have my savings account at my bank set up so that $20 a week goes into it, or $20 every 2 weeks, I think. And when I get extra cash money, I do also go to the bank and put that right into my top surgery fund, because I do have a savings account that is specifically for top surgery. Now, currently, that account has $400 in it. More than half of that is money that I received from donations from a previous donation website. So, as you can see, it's very important to me to receive donations for top surgery, because at my own rate, saving up for top surgery would take a very long time. I have actually done some math for it, and it seems like at the current rate of my savings, it would take me about 8 years to save up for top surgery, which unfortunately is not something that I feel comfortable. I'm not able to wait that long. To me, transitioning is a very serious medical issue, and I have some other health issues that not being able to transition or having dysphoria have very seriously aggravated. For example, I have an anxiety disorder that unfortunately is really, really aggravated by, in particular, my chest dysphoria. I get very afraid in groups of people that everyone can see what my chest looks like under my clothes and things like that. And that actually forced me to drop out of school. I was in university and I'm not anymore just because my dysphoria and anxiety together were so bad. So I'm waiting until I'm quote unquote post transition to go back. And top surgery is a really big, important part of that. So I'd like to use the GoFundMe page, which for those of you watching on YouTube will be linked in the video description. I'd like to use that page to hopefully raise the funds to get top surgery done by the summer of 2015. Say I don't quite raise all of that money, or I don't quite save up all of that money by 2015, I might look into taking out a care credit loan to pay for it, but I don't particularly want to go into a whole ton of debt. So I'm hoping that together with donations and my own savings, I'll be able to raise the $9,000 by 2015. I'd like to, in advance, thank anyone who donates any amount at all, even, a couple dollars or not even. Every little bit helps add up to the total that we need. So, thank you very much if you're thinking of donating, and thanks also if you've sat through all 7.5 minutes of this video. I am going to end this now. Thanks very much for listening, and everybody, peace out, have a good day, and I look forward to seeing what we manage to do with this website. Thanks very much.